Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. This is a travesty playing some Divide and Conquer as Dol Amroth. Alright, we've been having a lot of fun killing off a lot of Kondish troops out here to the east with Imrahil and Adrahil. Still have this smaller force right here, and I think we don't have enough movement points actually. Can we hit them? Yeah, we didn't. We ran out of movement points. Unfortunately, these guys are probably going to run up to Kruk-Mahur and reinforce that place. So what I plan on doing, I'm going to use Adrahil to keep moving on toward Kruk-Mahur, put that place under siege, and then Imrahil is going to come down here and put this place, Korandaj, under siege. There is a general in here, and which is his factionary as well, too. But yeah, I'm probably going to go under the next turn. Let's see. Let's move this spy up here. Keep an eye on Kruk-Mahur, because I'm guessing these guys are going to now run back up here. But all right, up here at Chelkar, we do have General Istian. I want to build up his army a bit more, and I'm going to have him coming up here along the mountain range right here and hit that town that's up this way. I do have some troops over here at Imled Karnan. I do want to give some of these guys some upgrades while we're waiting here. Let's get that Cav, the Marines, and the Guardsmen, and these other guys that are in good shape. Let's move them out of here. Let's get these guys that are already upgraded. I'm going to leave those militia back here, though. Let's see. I think that's all of them. Let's move them toward Chelkar. Alright, and let's see. I was sending these guys to get some training too. I think I can train them at Fayenoble. Let's keep them pushing. And these guys, I can probably jump them on the ship later on and move them down there faster too. Alright, and up here at Howdenur, we do have General Elfir and his army. And I think we can do some training here. Let's get those Marines fixed. And I think what I'm going to do a couple turns of training on this army just to get them fixed up, and then I'm probably going to move on to Osterthil. I don't want to move up here until I have a really strong army, though, and I got some damaged folks in here that I do want to send back to get trained. Alright, these guys are training, and these pikes, I'm going to have to move them back here, so let's see, one of these boats, yeah, this one here's got a half stack of troops on it. These guys are all fresh with upper tiers on it, so I might as well bring them up this way. Let's see, where's the best place to put these guys? I could possibly just take half of this army and send them out this way, to be honest with you. Because I got a lot of troops over here now, and it's costing us a lot of money. So mariners of the fleet, I could potentially too grab this general, get him on a boat, and use them and do it amphibious and get him over here faster. How do I want to do that? You know what? Let's move this boat right here. I'm gonna keep them on the boat. I think I might take like half of these guys, join them up with them later on, and then go toward Osterthil. Yeah, in the meantime, I do want to bring this boat back down here, though. I want to pick up some of these guys out of here so I can move them over there to train. And let's see, back here I do have some Haven Guard that are still waiting to get trained, but it's going to be a while before we can fix them. But I do have some Mariners getting built over there. Yeah, we can start building a lot of barracks and things now too, the night stables and the barracks up in some of these areas, but I know I really should be focusing on some of these towns that I've been kind of neglecting, like Amrun, for example. I haven't been building anything here, and we certainly need a library here. Let's get that built first. Yeah, we're at 0%. Yeah, I need to build all kinds of stuff here and get some of these places sorted out. And I need to start building roads like crazy too. Farms I could use. There's a lot of stuff I could I could use, but I just don't have the time or the money, and I got other priorities at the moment. Now over here it might be wise to get a set of these night stables though, or even the barracks. But boy, I'd really like to get some money making stuff too though. Like ports would be nice, especially the roads. Let's see, how are we over here at Fayenoble? I think we're at 51% now, so you know what, let's go ahead and get the night stables, or should I get the barracks? Yeah, you know what? Let's get the barracks first. Because the knights stay... The cav, we can send them back here. They can move a lot faster. Let's see. That's going to leave us with 421 left. Where can we spend any of that money? You know what? Let's take a quick look at our settlements and see how we're set up here. Alright, those guys are training. Can't change any of the taxes or anything here. And those guys are already fixing stuff. Can't change any of that Estala. And I'm not going to be able to change taxes there. And we're already training troops there. And Imlid Karnan, can we do anything? Yeah, they're already using up all their slots to train. I don't think I'm going to be able to get any more money out of them. Chelkar, can we pull any taxes out of you, sir? Yeah, but it's going to go to 70. We'd probably be alright. But you know what? Let's leave it. Yeah. I want to get a little extra money out of some of these places here. These guys we're not going to be able to change. And it doesn't look like we can train anybody else. Alright, so how's our finances going to look? We should have just over 7 grand. Let's see. Who else can we pull out of here? Yeah, I want to take the opportunity to fix some of these guys up. Let's see, how many slots do we have available over here? We got archers and guardsmen over here, along with wardens and militia. Everybody else is used up, though. Let's see if we can pull somebody out of here. We got some guardsmen right here that could use some training. Yeah, he can't merge up with anybody, so let's send him back at least. Get him fixed up. And archers. I do have 3 sets of archers here, some of which are damaged. Let's merge these two. These two I don't want to merge up. They're too different as far as experience goes. So let's just send this one back to. While we got the time, let's go ahead and get him fixed. Alright, these guys are already getting trained. And I guess I can send back some of this cav too. But I think we're going to have to send those guys way back. Yeah, 5 turns for militia. Damn, 14 for my squires. What about over here? 7 and 6. Yeah, it's going to be a while. What about over here? Well, we can train them here for sure. Yeah, you know what? While we got the time, let's at least send one of these guys back. Since I got all these forces over here, I might as well do something. These other guys are in good shape, though. I don't think I need to send those guys back as far as cav goes. Let's grab that militia cav. Let's send them all the way back here. We got time. Alright, now let's take a quick look at our agents. He is coming back, and he's over here in Rohan territory. Let's go scope the place out.
Yes.
There's Guineard, and there's another town up here somewhere. Yeah, Fulberg. Let's just leave him down here in Rohan territory. Alright, he's going to keep an eye on Mordor, and he's staying over there by the elves. Maybe we can pull a mission later on. That spy's coming back. That spy's staying there at Kruk Mahur, and finally that one's coming back too. Yeah, we still have this mission here to grab Kruk Mahur for best units available. We got 10 turns still, but we should be able to do that. Alright, I believe... yeah, that'll be it. Damn, it's unfortunate I couldn't kill them guys off. Those guys are at 70%. I'm hoping we should be alright there, I think, though. Alright, is there anybody else I'm forgetting about? Let's take a quick look at my boats. Make sure I'm not forgetting any of my other ships. He's coming back to pick up troops. He's waiting there to pick up troops. He's waiting to pick up troops. And he's loaded with troops moving forward. Alright, that should be good. Alright, let's go ahead and move on to the next turn. Nazgul return to Mordor. Artemir gets a Horse Breeders Guild. Alright, we have over 8,200, so I guess we can go ahead and get that. Kandros has fallen. Alright, we were in a plus and currently have over 6,700 in coffers. Bunch of retraining completed. Alright, anything from Mordor? Yes, there is a small unit here, and it's got trolls in it. Other than that, it looks like lower tier stuff. Well, he's got black Uruks in here. But the quarter stack I'm not too much worried about. Alright, anything change out this way? Oh! That small force that was up here by Adriel is now right next to Imrahil, so I guess I can kill him off. We can send Adriel up here to Kruk-Mahur and deal with them. There is a small force with a general coming down this way. Alright, anything else that we need to be concerned with? No. Let's see if we can deal with these guys real quick. They actually didn't retreat. Kind of surprised about that. Yeah, it was the tribesmen, horsemen, some warriors, and hunters. His leadership is the tribesmen, and they all have armor upgrades. Let's get them. Start deployment. Alright, let's start from up here, in case he decides to go over this way. Alright, infantry. Marines back here with the rest of my archers. And then all the cav. Ooh, damn. I need to send those guys back. Yeah, that's highly experienced cav down to 5. Yeah, I don't want to sacrifice him. That's some good cav. Let's see. Let's move. Yeah, let's make sure our pikes are on the flanks, though. Because he does have some cav. Let's get this. Yeah, these pikes over here. Those guys can stay there. Those guys can stay there. And these guys can spread out there. And then there. And let's go. Oh, he's up there on the high ground. Let's come this way. Alright, looks like it might take a minute to get up there, so I'll cut this out until we get into position. Alright, starting to close in on these guys. Looks like they're letting us get all the way up here. Yep, they definitely don't want to fight. Alright, this is probably close enough. Let's start getting some of these guys here into shield walls. Alright, we got missile weapons going out.
Your command. Your command. Your command. Ready for orders, sir.
This cav is going to stay out there. Alright, you know what? Let's move these guys up here closer so we can get some better arcs with our missile weapons here. Let's get up there, guys.
Archers ready for orders, sir. Hold your ground. Ready, mate.
Oh, here he comes with his cav. Let's move in. Let's get the general up in there. And this cav off to the flank. Let's keep these guys back. I don't want to sacrifice them. Alright, let's go into them.
The battle is very much in our favor. Victory will be
missile
ours.
weapons. You guys stand by right there. Alright, those guys want to go hauling ass though, huh? Alright, let's get in behind these guys. We're not going to catch that cav. Right, you guys can move up. Let's get in behind them. Oh, he decided to come back with that cav though. Alright, let's get our pikes up here then. Let's see if we can draw them in. Let's go for some fist. Alright, let's take out that damn cav. Alright, pikes forward.
Troops will lose their will to fight.
Infantry. Commanders.
Alright, they're breaking.
Your command. Infantry.
Alright, you guys keep moving.
Infantry.
Let's get up into these guys over here.
Commanders.
Alright, let's see if we can start running down some of these guys here. Those guys are hauling ass. These guys are still in the fight. Let's send a general into them.
What is it?
You guys can chase them down. Let's get this wore down cav here. They can start. There we go. Let's take out whatever we can here.
Time to press the attack. awed by the victory we have won here today.
Good amount of them got away, unfortunately, but 39 for almost 500 of them. Execute. Alright, let's keep moving. Let's go to Corn Dodge, boys.
Assail the enemies of Gondor.
Yeah, lightly defended. Oh, those guys that were damaged, looks like they just ran into here. Well, we should still be able to take that place down. Let's make sure there's nothing over here in the fog of war. No, it doesn't look like it. Alright, let's proceed down the road just to make sure there's nothing else coming at us from this direction. Looks like it's clear so far. Yeah, Sayakon's looking really weak too. Alright, now, next thing. Krokmahur. Put her under siege.
Let us claim this field.
Alright, let's start moving some of these spies around. Let's send this one down the road just to make sure there's nothing over here that got by us that we didn't see. Looks quiet. Yeah, let's just watch that road there. Alright, now let's see. I want to move this one up here. And this one, let's send him over here so we can watch that army that was over here coming in. Yeah, let's just watch these roads here. And let's push him out a little bit. Yeah, that small army is right up in here in the fog of war somewhere. Okay, now let's get these guys rolling up toward Shelkar. What do we need here next? We're at 20%. And we already had to school, correct? Yes, we did. Alright, now we can start getting these roads too. You know what? I'm going to start investing in some of those. Let's get the ones that are back here, though. Let's get a set of roads built there. That's going to give a decent amount of our money. We have just over 1,900. Oh, actually, yeah, let's come back up here first. Yeah, we still got this force here. Let's see, that was a half stack of troops, right? Yeah. There's only one set of cav in here. One set of archers. The rest are infantry. So if I drop these guys off over here, how close can I get to them? If I grab a good amount of these guys. Yeah, he does. That was trolls or something up there. Right, yeah, trolls in there. Let's see, we didn't need to train any more of these guys here, right? Nope. Alright, let's grab some of our best guys here. Yeah, let's grab everybody. Let's leave. I want to take all the cav. I wonder if I shouldn't send the Haven Guard back and just have them merge up with those guys that are back there waiting. I think I might do that because they're pretty much useless at the moment. I want to bring my Marines with me. Let's leave the Wardens back here. All the cav, I want to take all my cav. Let's leave these guys back. I want to bring my upper tier guys. I want to bring the archers with. Yeah, some of these guys I can send out to the east too. Well, do I need to bring all this cav? I don't need to bring all of it, I guess. That's quite a bit of cav we got going on. Let's leave one of these squires back. I think I'm going to send them out east. Let's grab those archers and let's see. Let's leave a set of these pikes back. Damn, I'm going to have to leave a lot more than that behind. Let's leave these guys behind. These guys, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I guess I can leave one of the Marines back. Yeah, let's leave a set of the Marines and maybe an archer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So let's move all those guys out.
Ships
And this was almost a half stack. Yeah, I guess we can...
Protect the blood of Numenor.
Damn. I want a full up army though. Let's grab one of these guardsmen. Yeah, let's bring him in there. Alright, so they can get right to there. And if I drop my guys off here right there. Let's get everybody over here. I want them to link up. Let's see. I want to offload right there. So we got a full stack. Little bit of damage guys in there, but for the most part they're in really good shape. Alright, now the rest of these guys, I think I'm going to send them out to the east. Let's grab everybody except... Yeah, let's use the wardens to garrison this place. And let's leave these Haven Guard back too. I'm going to send them over there to merge with that other unit that we have back there. Yeah, the rest of these guys... Let's send them all out here. Let's go to Imlid Karn and we can probably upgrade those guys. Alright, now these guys over here, let's finish off the last of these guys. And then these, let's see, these guys here that are in good shape, let's push them out to Chalkar. Alright, all these guys moved already. Alright guys, get on the boats. Let's come over here. And then these guys are going to come up here. I think I should be able to train them. Yep, let's get that cav fixed up. And the rest of those guys on that boat, I should be able to fix the majority of them here too. If not, I can send them back here a little bit farther too. Okay. And let's see, these guys over here, I think. Yeah, this cav is done. Let's send them guys out to the east too. Let's go to Imlid Karnan with them. Alright, these spearmen though, let's get them on the boats. Oh, we're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to get something in here. Let's get a set of wardens, I guess. Keep that place under control. Oh, I still have this cav here too. I guess I can put them in there just to keep them from going nuts. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that's right. I still got these guys too. Huh. Alright, well, let's keep these guys moving then. They need to go all the way back there. Let's hold off on recruiting them guys, and let's get these guys fixed. These guys here, let's offload them over here, and then they can go up here to train later on. Alright, now, let's grab these Haven Guard. Let's send them back too. Yeah, I'm going to link them up with this one that's up here. They're both severely damaged. I'll just merge them all together, and then I'll wait for them to get... retrained when they get another one available so we can do the training. Alright, is there anybody else I need to deal with? I think that is going to be about it. Alright, how's our finances? Should have just over 7,100. Yeah, I think I'm going to start focusing on roads wherever I can. Once I get... What do I got building here? Once I get that barracks done, I'm going to go for the night stables next. Here, and in the meantime I'm just going to go for all roads because it's going to start getting costly. Alright, let's take a quick look at our agents again, make sure I'm not forgetting anybody that haven't moved. Let's just keep him moving on this way. Let's run him up the way a little bit. Is there anything else behind them guys coming? Yeah, there's another quarterstack up here. Ooh, damn, he's got Sauron's Will in there. Uruks. Morgul's Chosen. Yep, there's going to be some fighting up here. Let's see, if I come up here, can I see all that? Yeah. Let's leave that spy right there.
Yes, my lord.
Now I'm thinking maybe I should leave those troops over there. Because I'm going to need something to replenish all the guys I'm going to lose in those fights over there. Alright, he's staying there. And he's staying there. Alright, I think that will do it for now. Let's go ahead and move on to the next turn. Edelon gets a Merchant's Guild, 1,700. Okay, I guess we'll get it. Alright, we are eating into it, but we currently have over 5,700 accomplished. Library in Amrun. How much retraining done? Alright, Mordor. Ooh, there's a full stack back here. He's got a lot of... he's got a few upper tiers in that one. But these smaller forces are down here. At least they split up and they didn't merge together. So we can take out those trolls first. And then this smaller force after that. That bigger stack's going to be an issue. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe I should just leave these guys over here so I can replenish any losses I might take. Alright, these guys are all fixed up now. These guys I need to send back on the boats. These guys are going back here. Let's get them all fixed. And let's see, this cav is coming down here. Let's get him fixed. Alright, let these guys here, let's just keep them moving, or can I pick them up? Yeah, let's use this ship here.
Ships ready.
Yeah, let's come over here. He's going to get on the boats. I'm going to send them all the way back there. Alright, how are we looking out here? I did not see any forces moving around. And it doesn't look like they're coming in toward Chalkar or Kruk-Mahur. Ooh, damn, he reinforced this place. There must have been a force out here somewhere that I did not see, because he's got a lot more troops in there than he... Let's see, what was the siege time on this place? Damn, 8 turns. Yep, I'm certainly putting it under siege. I don't know if I'm going to go in there now, though, with that many damn troops in there. 8 turns siege out. Yeah, he's got a lot of cav in there. I could probably take the place, no doubt, but... But I'm going to end up losing a lot more troops than I want to. Alright, let's bring this spy back here. Make sure there's no other armies that slip by us here on this road. And it looks like it's going to be clear. Alright, he can stay there and watch that road. Okay, let's go into Kruk-Mahur.
Protect the blood of Numenor. Slay them.
Alright, so he's got his horsemen in here along with some archers and some raiders.
Don't let them any further.
Start deployment. Alright, let's get the ram up here.
Haven guard.
And siege towers.
Infantry.
I guess we can try to come in on this angle too. Where's the square at? Okay, it's way back here. Yeah, let's get some equipment on this end here. Let's get a set of towers there. And let's see, we got 2 more ladders. Let's set of ladders there. We got 3 more. Yeah, let's get one on that wall and another one here. I think that should be pretty good. Alright, all the cav, let's get right here standing by.
We'll bring a storm.
Alright, all the missile weapons, let's just put them right here for now. We can move them up later on. And all of these guys standing by here. Let's start.
Guardians.
Alright, let's go.
Guardians. Your command. Ready for orders, sir. Infantry. Your command.
Alright, he's got cav here. Infantry on the walls here, more cav here. Alright, let's get these missile weapons up here. Run for it, fellas. Well, if he moves his people away from the towers, we should be alright, but doesn't look like he's going to do that, unfortunately. Take a little bit of damage.
Our men have reached the gate with the battering ram.
Get up there, boys.
Our men have done well. The gates have fallen.
Alright, let's send the Haven Guard off the walls.
Commanders.
Let's see. Let's send those guys that way, I guess.
Ready for for orders, son.
Let's see what I want to do here. Guardsmen. Let's send them in to fight. Let's get these guys over here. These guys need to get off the walls.
If we continue like this, we will
Send them right into the mess. Let's see, our general needs to get up here. Let's see, where can I put these guys? Let's send these guys all the way back.
Commanders.
Let's see if we can't get a shield wall up on these guys here. Where's my general? Let's get in through them. Kill all them. Alright, got those guys handled. Let's get back here now. Alright, let's send these guys that way. Alright, archers can start coming in.
Your command.
Alright, let's send these guys in behind them. Hell with it. Let's go for that cav. Let's ignore these guys. Let's go this way.
Your command.
Yeah, let's get over here. Let's get away from the damn towers before he sends his people over here close enough where they're going to start shooting us all to hell again. Alright, you guys, I don't think we're going to need you guys. You guys just stay there. Where's my general?
Only half the enemy force remains.
Let's get all up into them. Let's get some fist. These guys are getting up here. I'm not worried about them. Let's get these archers over here. And you guys go back here. And you guys up here. Let's keep moving, fellas. Let's get these guys over here. Alright, these guys are coming back to the square, huh? Alright, let's fire up a shield wall and get up on him. Oh, he wants to go fight, huh? Alright, in that case, let's set up a block right there. And the general's over here.
Ready for orders, son.
Alright, let's keep moving. Keep moving. These guys are going to sit here and be dumb. That's fine with me.
We will smash the enemy.
Alright, let's back these guys all the way off. I don't want them close. I might get shot up by the tower since these guys are sitting here right next to them.
Mariners ready.
Alright, we gotta move them.
Dol Amroth.
Let's get these guys back here to set up a block.
Commanders.
These guys can set up a block.
We'll bring a storm upon
Alright, these guys need to keep moving over here. Run.
your
They can stay there.
Valor Knights.
Alright, let's get the general over here. Yeah, they're gonna come over here now.
Your command. Commanders.
Alright, you guys set up a blocking position right there.
Guardians.
You guys stay right here. Oh, where's he going? He's going this way, huh?
Haven
Alright, let's get the
Guard.
Haven Guard over here then. Oh, they're moving pretty fast, it looks like.
We'll bring a storm. Infantry.
You guys stay right there.
Archers.
Alright, archers, where's my general? Let's get over here. You guys set up right there, and you guys set up there. And you guys set up there.
If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Alright, general, you stand by right there. Alright, looks like we caught these guys here. Come on, get them.
Good tidings. The enemy general lies dead.
Let's come over here. Where's my general at?
Nice.
Alright, these guys should be able to shoot him as they're coming by.
Ready for orders, sir. Ready for orders, sir.
Alright, speed her up.
The enemy army
There we
flees
go.
the field. This is a
Alright, 63 for almost 300 of them. And Krukmahur is ours. That'll be a mission complete as well.
We shall remember this day. Our realm is expanded.
And almost 2 grand for a loot. Or a sack, I should say. Yeah, let's do that. Alright, what do we have here? A upgraded castle with some land clearance, some roads. Mining network for 545 coins, good. Blacksmith. Stables. Master Mason's Hall. Garrison quarters. Warlord's Hall. Practice range, public fountains. And a horse breeders guild, and yeah, we'll keep that one. And nomadic confederation camp, giving us a law bonus. And a ballista maker. Alright, we can do some upgrades on these guys, which probably would be a good idea. And yeah, we're gonna have to get a library built here first. Let's do that. Okay, routed. So we got an engineer and mission success. We got Knights of Tirith Air at our capital. Good. Alright, now before I forget about that, let's grab those guys and move them forward.
By your command.
Okay, now these guys back here are all done. Let's move them over here to Astala. I want to start building up a force there. Alright, all these guys are unloading over here. I think I can train most of them here. Yep, all 3 of them we can get fixed. We'll get those guys out moving here shortly. Alright, now let's start hitting Mordor. This is the one with the set of trolls in it. And he's gonna run off. Yeah, we should have enough movement points to take these guys out too later on. Let's get these guys dead. Alright, the Orc Archers. Let's see, average melee and missile, weak charge, and less than average armor. And the Uruks, good attack, average charge, and respectable armor. And the Trolls, good all the way around. And the Halberds, nice attack and charge, and some respectable armor. And they are armor piercing. Alright, let's get them.
For the White City!
Alright, if we're lucky, they're going to sit there again and let us shoot his trolls up with my ballistas. Let's grab all the infantry, get them up front. Yeah, this is a nice army right here. Let's see. I want to keep all the missile weapons, including my marines. Let's keep them behind these guys here. And our cav back here. And let's see, ballistas in the center. Let's move these guys farther. Alright, let's put a set of marines on this side and this side. Ballistas there. You guys there. Alright, let's start. Dead ahead. Let's move up. He's going to stay out there, which is fine with me. I just want to get into a decent position to get my ballistas on those trolls, and it looks like we should have a decent position here. Go for the trolls, baby. Let's go flaming ammo for now.
Commanders! Commanders! Commanders!
Alright, you guys shield wall.
Seaward spear.
Alright, you guys can shield wall.
Infantry. Ready for orders, sir. Your command. Tower guard. Your command.
Alright, how are we doing? Alright, let's come out of flaming ammo, see if we can get some better accuracy here on these trolls before we run out of ammo with them. If it even gives you any better accuracy, I don't know the mathematics behind it, if it's flaming or non-flaming, but I'm pretty sure if they're flaming, they're a little less accurate.
They're attacking us!
Down to 3. Oh, get him. Come on, get... Oh, that's it. 2 left. Well, I got my javelins and should be able to take them out. Let's see. Let's start rolling forward on these guys. Let the archers start doing some of this business. Got my javelins in there. Where's his trolls? Right there. Let's get up here. Run. And over here. It looks like he's sending them up the middle. Go for them damn trolls.
Ready for orders, sir. Ready for orders, sir.
Everybody target them trolls. Alright, stand by. You guys tossing or what? Let's go. Got one. There's one more left.
Infantry.
They won't last long fighting them. Alright, let's swing in on these guys.
Ready for Dol Amroth.
And let's roll in on them. Let's get these guys in a flanking position. Alright, send the cav out.
Knights of the Terran line. Infantry. Your command.
Alright, let's get the general out here. Alright, let's hand these guys in. You guys come out here. Alright, archers can deal with them for the moment. You guys come out here. And they just broke. Alright, let's start moving up. Black Uruks. Let's get all up on them. Cav out to the rear. Alright, what is this right here? Archers, let's roll. Yeah, let's get over here. Alright, cav over here. There's my general. Let's get out here. Alright, let's get these archers dead next. Infantry forward. Alright, these guys just broke.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half
Alright,
their
General.
men.
Let's pull these guys out. These guys can come out.
The enemy general abandoned the enemy army.
And let's run them down.
Pursue and run them down. Awed by the victory we have won here today.
Alright, 5 of the bastards got away. 239 for almost 700. Execute. Alright, let's keep rolling.
Vanquish the enemy.
I don't believe there was a general out here. Let's make sure. Oh, there is a general in here. I'm willing to bet he's going to get a general in that army. Well, it looks like the majority of it's lower tier stuff, though. He's got some Loki Gamps in here and some Rims. Yeah, we should be alright. A little bit of cav in there. Alright, in the meantime, let's kill off this force next.
Assail the enemies of Gondor. We shall remember
Alright,
this day.
this one's got Sauron's wills in there. These are good troops. Heavy attack and charge. Some damn good armor. Inspire nearby troops and their armor piercing. Frighten nearby enemy infantry. These guys are nice. Black Uruks, Morgul's Chosen. Above average attack, average charge, and some heavy armor. Shield wall bonus versus mounts. Alright, let's fight.
Let them have it, men.
Start deployment. Alright, I expect it's going to be something similar. Yeah, he's going to be up on the high ground again. Let's grab all the infantry. Line them up again. And missile weapons. In the center. Set of Marines on this end and Marines on this end. And finally the cav back here. Let's keep the general in the center. And let's start. Oh, damn, I forgot my damn ballistas. And is he going to stay out there? It looks like he is. Let's get these guys moving forward. And let's get the ballistas up here. Alright, might be a little bit for us to get into position. I'll cut this out. Alright, in close enough position, I think. Let's get our ballistas out there firing. Yeah, let's go center mass on these guys. Let's get some flaming ammo on this one though. We should be able to take out a bunch of these. Yeah, I want to hit these. Yeah, let's target these Sauron's Will. That's Morgul's Chosen. Yeah, baby. Stay clumped together. Here they come. Alright, Sauron's Will. Let's go ahead and get some shield walls fired up.
Commanders. Your commanders. Your command. Your command.
Get him, ballistas. Alright, you guys rolling up here. Let's get the javelins up here. You guys can stay there. Let's get some cav over here ready to get in behind them, as well as this end. Let's send general out this way. We got decent arcs. Looks like we should. Yeah, they're moving nice and slow for my ballistas. Alright, he's moving some Sauron's Will over here. Let's get the cav back here. Cav back here. Morgul's Chosens. Alright, is he going to stay out there? It looks like he is. Let's target that Sauron's Will. Alright, let's get a rear charge on these guys. Let's get the general out. Ooh, these guys are coming this way. Hang on. Hang on. Let's see what he's going to do here. Cav back here. Alright, let's stay out of there. Sauron's Will over here. Alright, let's start rolling in.
If we continue like this, we will smash them.
That's more rules. Alright, you guys roll in with them, and let's swing in on these guys. Alright, let's get these guys out.
Dol Amroth.
You guys can come out. You guys can come out.
Only half the enemy force remains.
Wow, those guys broke pretty fast, huh? Alright, hang on. Let's get over here. I don't want to get caught up in them. Let's let the archers and things chew them up a little bit. You guys get back into position. Alright, you guys come out. There's my general at. He's over there. Alright, he's coming back into the line. Let's get him behind these guys. Ah, damn it. You guys get over here. You guys drag him back. Alright, let's see if we can run over some of these guys here. Alright, rear hit. Alright, now these guys are coming in. Sauron's Will. Let's pivot in on them. Alright, we're gonna kill all these guys or what? Alright, let's pull out for a charge. Alright, you guys can come out. This cav can push out to the rear.
The enemy army
Here we go.
flees the
Let's
field.
run them down.
Pursue and run them down. Be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Alright, not bad. 78 for over 1,000. Very nice. Execute. Alright, now I'll be surprised if he does not join that general with that full stack right there and attack Alfir.
Ready your
But
weapons.
we should be, I think we'll be alright regardless. Let's move back to
Onward.
here though.
Let us
See
sit
what
up
he's
now.
going to do with that force. Alright, Howdenur, what do we need to do here yet? We're at 48%. We're looking pretty damn good. Farms will be nice here, but let's build some stuff up. Let's get that stables built here next, and let's lower taxes there too.
Your will, my
Alright, now, should I move these guys back to replenish this army? I'm thinking I should. Or should I bring them up here at least to get some upgrades? Yeah, you know what? While we're this close to the place, let's go ahead and do that. Let's get some upgrades on these guys. And I guess I can move this cav back down there too. Let's see, we had a decent amount of cav. Some of it was chewed up, but I'm not too much worried about it. These guys are really good cav. Yeah, these pikes are pretty heavily damaged too. Can probably pull them guys back later on. Let's keep this cav. These guys got an upgrade already. You know what? Let's go down here.
As you wish. We'll make camp here.
Alright, now let's get this army built up over here at Chelkar.
Orders. By your
And
command.
he's going to have a nice little army built up. There's a little bit of damaged folks in here, but for the most part, we're in good shape. He's going to have a decent amount of cav in there, that's for sure. Yeah, I don't need all that cav. But I do need this infantry that's over here, though. These guys that are in good shape, we might as well keep them moving.
My lord.
Yeah, let's grab these two guys, send them out to Chelkar too.
We'll make camp here.
The rest of these guys, that cav is actually... Well, I can probably send some of it over here to Krukmahur. These guys are in good shape, but he could use a little bit more cav. And these guys down here could probably... Oh yeah, I still got these guys here. I forgot to move them back. They definitely need to go back and get some training. Let's see, you know what? Let's just move these guys now since they're not getting free upkeep. Let's send them down this way.
As you wish. We can go no
Okay.
further today.
Now, where can we spend some more money again? Amrun. Let's get the... I thought I built a library here, did I? Oh, yeah, it is here. Okay, so I need a school, but I don't have enough money for a school. Let's see, yeah, we're only at 1%. There's a good amount of corruption here, too. You know what? Let's get the governor's quarters for now, I think. Yeah, let's build that now. We got a little bit of cash there. Alright, now we still had all these troops over here too. They are waiting though to get trained. These guys are coming forward, and there was nothing else back here if I remember correctly. Yeah, there's nothing else to worry about back here. How's our finances going to be looking? Ooh, nice. Should have over 8,700. Things are looking good. Once we get more roads and things built too,
Ships ready.
I think we're going to be in good shape. Those guys are all training. Alright, now these guys, I need to move them out too. Yeah, now I should have. I should have got some troops to put in there. I don't want to leave that place empty. Let's see, he's moving back with troops.
Ships ready.
He's waiting there to pick up troops. And let's see, one more turn for them guys to get fixed. And I think that's going to be about it. Let's take a quick look at our agents. I'm going to leave him on the road to watch it, and he's going to scope the place out in Rohan.
As you wish. Without question.
Berg.
Stopping here, my lord.
Let's leave that spy right there so we can keep an eye on Mordor.
Yes, my lord.
He's staying there, and I was going to leave him. Actually, you know what? I couldn't do anything here, right? Oh yeah, that's right. We need to do upgrades here too. Let's get the Marines. And let's get these guardsmen, I think, with these upgrades here. These other guys we'll get later. Alright. Yeah, I'm going to leave that army there for maybe another turn so I can get some upgrades. Yeah, those upgrades are definitely worth it. Yeah, these spies, I think I'm going to leave them right where they're at so I can watch all the roads. Make sure nothing's going to slip by us. I wouldn't mind another one over here in case he tries to send something through here, but... You know what, just to be on the safe side, let's take a quick look over here just to make sure there's nothing sneaking up behind us here. Nope. That looks all quiet there. Yeah, they could come right through here. I don't think I want to need this spy here. Let's move him over here. I want to keep an eye on... Oh, there's that force that was over here. He's hiding out. Alright, but we should be alright to take his ass out in the next episode. As we are running up on time, I can maybe move some of these guys out and go get them that aren't training. But we'll do that next episode. We'll see you then, ladies and gentlemen.